take 1,300,000. I don't know, whatever. Kidding. Hey, welcome to Enquiry News. This is Mark Wilkins here again. This is a new update on the North Carolina shooting with Mr. Scott, Keith Scott, poor guy. I just released one. It took forever to get it up there loaded. And you probably see the picture with him next to his truck. Keith Scott there, sitting there. I have a better photo now. I got some new stuff. Oh, let me tell you, this is going to be earth-shattering. It is awesome. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, so hang in there. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. I just got to set it up a little bit. I got some lady here that made some accusations and things, and we're gonna kind of go through that to set everything up, and then I'm gonna show you the go over a little bit of some of the evidence I didn't put on my last video, and then just briefly, real quick, which you probably already seen in the news. It's fine, and then I'm gonna show you the cool stuff that I got. Oh, let me tell you, this is awesome, and I'm not overjoyed about it or anything like that. The little laughter isn't. Please don't take that the wrong way. Because I'm not overjoyed about it. It's a horrible thing, a tragedy, what's happened here. I'm just glad that I was able to extract it and get a hold of it, and I think it might shed more light onto this situation, that's all. Anyway, so this lady's made some accusations, and his wife made some, and I think it's I think it's already been proven that some of that's incorrect, not right, and I think those people should be ashamed of themselves to lie. But I can understand the wife because it's her husband, and I mean, people get pretty upset about their loved ones getting killed or harmed. I mean, and my heart does go out to her again and her family, and hopefully they'll pray to God and get over. Hopefully they can. I don't know if they'll ever get over it, but hopefully that God can give them some comfort somehow and comfort them, because He is in heaven and He's in a better place, and someday they'll meet Him again. They will, and I firmly believe that. Anyway, so I want to get back to this. Enquiry News is now, we've got some really good stuff here that is not in the mainstream media. It's not in Fox News. It's not in CNN. It's not in any of those guys, ABC, CBS, MSN, or anybody else. It's right here, Enquiry News. I have it, and I'm going to share it with you. And so please RT and share it with everybody. And if you like, I'm disabled and I need money just like anybody else. And if you want to throw a few bucks my way, I'd appreciate it. And that'll help us make more videos and be able to do more advanced. I'm able to do a more advanced CGI. And when I say CGI, I'm not saying create things or fake things, but there are some levels of pixelation that we can do, but it takes a lot of time and computer power, I guess, and to do it to enhance the photos, not to add things to it, and that we could maybe get photos repixelated to where we might be able to see things we can't see normally on a video shoot, and can repixelate it and see, incredible things. And we might even be able to see the gun that Scott has and things like that. But it takes a lot of time to cache that up and run it, power, money. I have the software. I just need money to buy some other stuff to do it anyway, and the time and food and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so it does take a lot of energy to do it. I might have to hire someone to sit there and watch it and make sure it does what it's supposed to do, things like that. I can't. I'm too sick to do that. But anyway, I can do a little bit, and so I did some little bits, and I got some great stuff where I didn't apologize about scratching my face. But it just... anyway, so hang in there. I'm going to set this up right now. And so continue to watch and share this with everybody. Hi, this is Mark again. Anyway, this lady we're going to play right now is saying that it's a cover-up and that the black officer is not the one that shot Mr. Scott, and that it was a white officer, and that they're covering it up. So we'll listen in on her, what she has to say. That she saw it, and then it was a cover-up, she thinks. Okay, listen in here.
Without believing it's a cover-up. They made them, they're doing their best to make sure they cover up that mistake. That's what's happening. Do you agree that the officer that you mentioned is the same one that you saw yesterday? No, ma'am, it was not a black officer that killed him. It was a white officer that killed him. He was bald-headed. The black officer came on the scene maybe 10, 15 minutes later, and he was the one doing the. Now, I'm not saying, by that time, I'm pretty sure the man was already gone because he didn't die at the hospital at 4 o'clock. He died out here at 2:30.
You actually saw the shooting?
I saw the shooting and I saw that man die. I saw him take his last breath. I saw him move, and then that was nothing. He moved no more after that.
And he got out of the car with a gun?
No, sir. He got out of the car. He got out the car. I'm pretty sure he just opened up the door and stepped out his truck. Because it's a truck, so he don't have to do all that shit when you get out of the car.
And you said this earlier, but I want to make sure I get it back right. To the best of your memory, what are the exact words that Mr. Scott said to the officer?
He said, what is the problem? What did I do? What's wrong? And while he's saying that, because they're telling him to come to them. So he's walking to the back of his truck. And he's asking, what's the problem? What did I do? And then I'm stepping over the book.
Hi, it's Mark again. And hey, so this lady's saying that he's walking back to the truck. Well, he's not. Because you can see that he has back to the rear of the truck, and he, in some photos that we have, well, in the video, you can see that. But anyway, but I do know where he went, and he did move around, and she didn't see that. So, I mean, she was watching it. She knows what he did, and he did go walk around. And that's an interesting thing. Yes, he went walking around. So the sheriff could clearly see if he had a gun or not. It wasn't obscure anymore. So his hand, they could see his hands, and I'll show you a photo about what's in his hands too. It's quite interesting. Something that none of the other media has but me. So make sure you give me credit, okay, guys? Worked hard on this. So let's go take a look. Listen to the rest of what she has to say, and then we'll go on from there.
He's like, what did I do? What's the problem? And when he get back here, the police muffle something because I can't hear. And then if they know, they shoot that man 4 times.
She also claimed that he had a book and not a gun when he got out of the vehicle. And I'll show you later, this book thing, which looks like a gun to me. But anyway, you'll see these cool photos. You'll like them. Anyway, they're not perfect, but hey, I think you can see that it wasn't a book. Anyway, we'll continue on. This is something I forgot to put in my last video. This is the holster he had. You can see some blood on it, and that was on his right leg. And then here's his gun, and you notice it's corked. So at any time he could have shot somebody very easily, and so we're very lucky that he didn't shoot anybody. But that gun's corked, and man, no way is someone going to walk up with something with a corked gun. That's crazy. And this is a blunt, a marijuana blunt with marijuana inside of it, and it's a cigar cut open. You stick marijuana in it, roll it up, and you smoke it. And so he could have been highly intoxicated with pot. And then that's now we're back to him on the side of the door here, where we have been before, where we kind of started off. And why is he? How come he came outside the truck? And we'll be explaining that to you in the future. And right here is why he was. See the holes in his windshield? Not his windshield, but his side window. Look at that. They had a PR-24 on Fox News banging on it and said they couldn't get into him. But this is not PR-24. This is a metal rod they're banging on it and smashing the windows. And so they're smashing it. It looks like here they smashed the windows pretty dang good to me. And we're just about ready to bust out the windows. And so then he jumps out the side of the door, and then they run around behind the truck and then aim the gun at him. Okay, finally we're down to the stretch. This is it, the final.
Now the photos that I'm going to show you now are something no one's ever showed you. Now I just showed you some stuff that you haven't seen before with them busting the window on the side, right? So they're busting the windows on the side. Now if you go to Fox News, you'll notice, like I said a minute ago, that they were using a PR-24 or you know, a nightstick, and it wasn't doing anything. But they didn't show on Fox News was the metal thing they were using to bust the window out. That's why he gets out of the vehicle, right? So they go around the side. He's there. They're aiming the gun at him. And then what happens next? Ha ha! Okay, take a look at this. Look at these photos. Now it's pay dirt. Now I'm going to show you what happens.
Okay, now he's kind of upset right now. They're around the truck. They're aiming the gun at him. And what he does is he goes to the left. He goes around and starts walking around. And he goes back over there. You can see him here in this picture here. Yep, he's hanging around right here. You can see here that the mirror is blocking his right hand, so you can't see the gun from this perspective. But you can see his left hand. Clearly, there's nothing in it. And of course he has the right on the right foot. Makes sense because on the right foot he has the holster, and so he's right-handed, and it makes sense that he has a gun in the right hand. And in the other photos, when from the other angle from behind, he has his fist clenched. So there's no way you can clench a book with your fist clenched like that, right? So he has his fist clenched on those other photos I showed you there, and so that's what he's doing here. But he's looking at us, and as he turns, then he gets shot in the chest. You see, the left hand had no gun from the other angle, okay? This angle, he has his fist is clenched. And I'll show you that in a minute here when I zoom in. You can see that his fist is clenched, and he has something in his hand. It's not a book, because the book you would see a square object there. And there's something he's clenching in his hand. It's in a fist. The only thing you carry in your hand in a fist is a gun or something like that. And you can see if you zoom in, it's kind of black. If you look, you can see the sun hitting the top of his hand. His hands are clenched. There's something in it, and that appears to be a gun. Okay, and then now we go right here. Now, as you can see here, he's looking towards us this way from the front. And right here's, I believe, the co-op that shot him. I'm going to show you now, in a minute here, another photo of showing him from a different angle of where he's at. Now he's looking towards us. The officer has moved behind this truck that we saw aiming the gun at him from the side, and now he's behind the truck, and he's coming back this way. Okay. I think what happens next is that his shoulders kind of turn a little more towards that co-op, but his head continues to be occupied by the co-ops over here by the side of the truck, and then that co-op eventually shoots him because he has his gun and he won't surrender, and then takes him out, unfortunately. So, and that was it. Anyway.